Welcome to the Spaxel. In this Python tutorial, we are going to learn that how to visualize data cube of 1D spectra at each XY spaxel. So in our last tutorial, I have shown you that how to visualize your data cube 2D image at each spectral axis. Okay. So before jumping to this video directly, I will recommend you to watch this tutorial and then rejoin this video. Okay, and then it will be very easier to understand the concept. So let's go to tutorial objective part 2. So okay, so we have a data cube, right? So what I will do here, I will extract each spaxel. Okay, so x comma y spectra at each x comma spectra for a whole z axis or a spectral axis, right? And then we'll be creating animation out of this, right? The way we did for your image, so same thing we'll be doing for your spectra. So let's do it. So for that we will extract. Okay, so extract single. So first I extract single, and then so you can type here a spec equal to, right? And you have my flux and a wavelength. Okay, so I will not touch the wavelength, so I will take only the index value, right? So I have my spec, I can call it. So spec equal to cube, right? Cube 1 dot data. Okay, so you can see here spec dot shape. So this is this much. So we have to extract as each spectral. Okay, so plot it. So plot, just maybe you can do here. So type here plt dot plot, right? And then a spec. Okay, then give here a square bracket. So this is my 3D data. Okay, so this is 3D data. Okay, so okay, so you want your all z axis. Okay, so all z axis, and then you have this much as spaxel, so you can go for a spaxel, say 31 and 31. Okay, so at the center, right? So here this goes as spec, right? Your all z axis, and then y, and then x. So which gives result at x comma y. Okay, x comma y for full z axis, right? And then you can type here plt dot show, right? Run it. So here you can see that this is my spectra. Okay, it has some units, so I'm not going to give it for right now. Or okay, so you can give it, just give it label or plt dot x level. So x level you can give here wavelength or wavelength axis, right? And can give y level equal to flux, right? Or flux density, you can just call it flux density, and you can give title as a plt dot title as spectra at 31, 31 spaxel, right? So this is my what is my level. Okay, so now it's fine. Okay, so you can also change this number. So I want to say 20. So spectra becomes this. Okay, and go for 2020. So spectra shape will change. Okay, so we have to animate the spectra at your each spaxel. Okay, through the G plot. So for time being, I will just put here 31, 31, right? Now I have to extract this all spaxel. Okay, spectra, the for loop. So here I will extract all uh, all xy spaxel spectra, right? So for that type here full spectra, right? Full spectra, right? Or maybe just yeah. So similar stuff like this. Okay, you have to use and save in a directory. So I will use use for loop. Okay, so for I in range of 0 to. Okay, so you have a data cube of this shape, right? 62 into 62 as pixel. So I will save it 0 to 62, right? And same for j in a range of 0 to 62, right? Or you can also, yeah, that's fine, no problem. 0 to 62, right? After that, you will extract, you will upload these spectra, okay? So for that, type here plt dot plot, right? And then you can recall here spec data, spec. Then you give your all your z axis, and all your y axis, your y spaxel, and your x spaxel. Okay, so this will give my spectra at x comma y spaxel, right? So for that, and then type here plt dot figure, right? For your each figure, like we do for our this. Okay, then you can give title you can give, and other stuff. So I will just copy here. So I can give title here, and x level. Okay, so wavelength axis, flux density, and a spectra at give in this format x and comma y spaxel x comma y, right? And give here dot format a comma j. Okay, and then you can save this plot. Okay, so save this plot. So for saving this plot, type here plt dot save figure, right? I can give here my give my a data cube. Okay, so file name. So I can give here A for formatting, right? And I can give Spaxel, Spaxel, just yeah, Spaxel Spectra, right? Then give the file name. Okay, this is a folder name, and give file name as a Spectra, a Spectra, a Spectra at Spectra x x Spectra underscore uh, underscore I I comma j. Okay, right? And then you can give dot png file, right? Now run this code, and first of all go to the directory and create a folder, right? So go to directory, document, and create a new folder, right? So folder, and give it as a this Spaxel Spectra, right? So this is my folder. Now come back. Okay, so before running the code, I will also check my time taking. So type here EQDM and then here. Okay, so you can know that how much time it will take. Okay, so EQDM for running all the year and saving the files. Now run it. So you can see my spectra is getting saved into the file. Okay, so it will go for a very long time, right? So we have to wait for that. So it is getting completed. You can see. So okay, you can also go to the file and check the spectra, right? So what is my okay, Spaxel Spectra? So this is my folder, and you can see we have my spectra. Okay, so better see that our 62 into 62 spectra of row and column of Spaxel has been completed. Okay, so let's go to the folder. Let's go to the folder and check that how many spectra I have. So go to here, and you can see I have make a bigger size. So you have spectra from 0 to 61 into 61. I means basically in Python is an -1, so 61 into 61 spectra. Okay, so you can see at the center portion. So here is one spectra of the galaxy. Okay, so we have to animate this using ImageIO and other library. Okay, so let's animate it. So now create GIF animation for each pixel for each spaxel 62 into 62 spectra, right? So for that I recall my earlier program. So here you can see that I have done this stuff, right? So I will just collect the all files, okay? All files, and I will just put here. So I will call here a spec file, okay? A spec file, and I can give my directory, okay? So give your directory, right? So this will read the all files. After that, I will append it and append all spectra. So just recall this and call here all spectra, right? And you can make it k, and here call it all spectra, call it spec file, right? Spec file, and call here k, right? So run it. Image is not defined. There should be all spectra, right? Not image. All spectra, right? Now run it. So here you can see that my progress bar is showing that we have this much of a spectra, right? 3844, and out of this is my this my spectra is going to be append in this list, okay? So it will take around 2 minutes. So let's wait for that. For 10 seconds left. Now about to complete. So here my all spectra is a list where like all my data of the PNG spectra has been stored. Now what I will do, I will create my animation into GIF file, okay? For that I'll just go to my earlier animation, just copy this code and paste it, and then you need to put here my file name. So Spaxel, or just call here data cube spectra, okay? Spectra visualization, right? .gif, or and give here all spectra, right? And give here my all your images spectra and duration 5, and you can print here my spectra animation is ready. So when it get completed, so run this code and wait. So my code is running. You can see this asterisk sign, square bracket. So it will take a little time and wait for the message to appear. Okay, so here you can see that the printed message that my spectra animation is ready. So now go to my file, right? And I have to look for this GIF file. Okay, so go to documentation and search for this file. So here you can see that this is my file. So open it So here you can see that your Spaxel is changing, but it is not changing. Okay, now it's changing. So you can see how quickly it is changing when there is no spectra, no lines, and again it is coming. So let's wait for the full run. Again it's coming. You can see that how flux lines are changing on y-axis, right? So this means that your spectra is missing at some data, some spaxels, the galaxy plane. So this is my animation. Now go to the code, right? So I can review the code once again for your convenient. So we have just plotted a single plot for your single spaxel around the center, and after that I've extracted your row and column spectral spectra, and then I have used globe library to collect all PNG files, and then I have read this image data, and finally I have used ImageIO memsep to create this zip file. Okay, so I hope the picture is now clear to you that how to make data cube animation for your images at your each spectral axis, and how to make a spectra at your each spaxel, XY spaxel. So thank you. Stay tuned for the next videos.